Okay, so the first two exercises we did were the rear fly, and then we went right into the row. So we're working the upper back muscles behind the shoulders, working the grip strength on the biceps. Now we're going to work the opposite side. We're going to focus on the chest, the front of the shoulders, and the triceps with another combo that's very similar to the rear delts. We're going to start off with the chest fly exercise. So basically it's the same setup, you're just standing in the opposite direction with your back facing the door. Your arms are still straight out, one foot in front of the other, so you have a staggered stance. Your knees are bent and your feet are about hip width apart. Your arms start straight out to the sides. It's important with this one not to overstretch. So just to turn to the sides for visual, you don't want to have your arms back behind your torso. This is really as far back as you want to stretch, just slightly behind the torso or at least in line with the torso. That's where the starting position of this exercise is. And again, the focus on this is the chest muscles, so the pecs. So you're going to pull your arms together, squeezing your pecs and your shoulders until the handles come together, and you're going to squeeze and then slowly reverse. And because the anchor is at the top of the door, there's going to be a bit of a decline, so my hands are kind of facing downward, just to go along with the angle of pull. And that way you'll feel a good contraction in that end range right here, contracted position, where you're squeezing your chest. And if you're finding that the resistance on the band is maybe just not quite tight enough here in the fully contracted position, the easiest way to change that is just to take a step forward. So you're stretching the band a little bit more and you're adding more resistance to it. And again, just like with the rear delts and the compound row that we just performed, we want to aim for somewhere between 8 to 15 repetitions. And if you're hitting 15 repetitions on your set and you're not feeling tired or you feel like you can do more, increase the resistance on your next workout. So at this point, you can pause the video, finish your set of flies, and then we're going to go right into this next one, which is another chest exercise and shoulders, but this time we're incorporating the triceps muscles as well. This is going to be a chest press, so we're going to add more resistance to this. And again, I've got a heavy band and I'm adding a light band to it, but you'll have to play around with the different resistances depending on your setup and your bands that you have. Okay, same positioning, one foot in front of the other. This time we have the hands cocked by the sides, the elbows are bent, and we're pressing straight down, using our triceps this time, squeezing into the chest and the shoulders. And you can lean forward a little bit as well if you feel like the angle of pull is better there, you feel like you're getting more resistance. And again, the hands are just coming back to the side, so we don't want to overstretch the shoulder. Squeezing into the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps, and trying to move as slowly as we can, emphasizing that contracted position right here. Squeezing into those chest muscles, pause for a second, and then coming back slow. Okay, and we're going to continue on. If you want to pause the video at this point to continue your set, make sure you get a good level of fatigue. You should be feeling it mostly in the chest, the shoulders, the triceps, maybe even in your abdominals and your torso muscles a little bit for stabilization, but mostly in those upper body muscles. That's what we're really targeting on this one. So finish your set, and then we'll head over and do some legs now.